What's up guys, I'm Butchon here. Today I'm going to be talking about a problem I've been having for the past month or so, and I just figured out a solution for it. It's with the Elgato chat link. It's very just messed up, it doesn't work that well. It was mainly meant to just simplify having plugging everything in, and it just doesn't really work for the way it is. And I'm just going to quickly discuss the problems you may be having for it so you don't waste your money on the alternative if you don't need the wires. Because there are some problems that you may be having that you just got mixed up with the one I'm discussing in this video. So the first main problem you might be having is the buzzing. If you could just occasionally, every once in a while you hear a buzzing, it's usually because your controller is plugged into your PlayStation in some way. So let's say you're charging your PlayStation controller or Xbox controller through a wire, and it goes into whatever console you have. It will make a ground loop, and it will have a buzzing. There is a solution to this, and if this is the only problem you're having with the chat link, there's no need to buy the solution for this, because the alternative for what I'm about to, for the other problem I'm going to explain, fixes it itself. It doesn't have the ground, it doesn't have the ground loop problem. And I'm going to have a picture on the screen of the solution. It's a noise isolator. It's pretty sure it's meant for cars or whatever, but it works for the PlayStation too. But it fixes the problem. You're just going to plug it in from your capture card to your chat link, and it, where you would plug your chat link into the capture card, you're just going to plug this in between. Don't plug it in, there's a few other places you can plug it into, and it'll mute your mic for some reason on PlayStation or whatever, but this is the way I figured out actually worked for this. Anyway, yeah, that'll be in the description. I would recommend watching to the end of the video before you buy this, because you may not need it if you're having the other problem. The other problem is the one I've been having for the past month or so. If you have friends in a party, and you're using the chat link, they will occasionally hear a feedback problem where they'll hear static and stuff. That's the way my friends described it. It was just a loud static noise. They couldn't really hear me. It was just really messed up, and the way that I'd fix it is to unplug it and plug it back in. Plug the chat link and plug it back in. But after a while, it just would happen every once in a while. And then eventually after that, I was starting to have problems with it. It happened to me, where I'd hear on my end. And it would be when I shook my controller or moved my controller around. It eventually got to the point where I wouldn't even have to move my controller. I would literally it would just let's say if a fan or whatever, you blow air onto the controller, it would still do it. That's how sensitive it was getting. So this is where I figured out the alternative to using the chat link, and in total this is about $30, but it works, and I would recommend getting this over rebuying the chat link every time, because you're not solving the problem, you're just delaying it. But this will solve the problem. If this starts to not work for me, I will update this video, but this has been working for me so far. And I'm going to have a diagram on the screen right now. It's going to show how you need to plug everything in. I'm just going to briefly describe it. You're going to plug in the male to 2 female splitter. They should be 4-pole. And you're going to plug that into the male end into your controller. And then the 2 female ends, you're going to plug the male to male extension in. And you're going to plug your headset in. Doesn't matter which one, they're both the same. And then you're going to take the male to male extension, and you're going to plug that into the 1 female to 2 male splitter. And you're just going to plug that into the female end. Obviously, it's the only way you can plug it in. And now you're going to have 2 male ends left, but you're going to plug these into the capture card. Make sure you plug in the one that has the headset icon on it. They're 2 white little icons. One's a headset, one's a microphone. You're going to plug in your headset one, and that will pick up the game audio from your party, your game, everything. That will take it straight to your computer recording. Now this doesn't fix the thing, you will still have to have a microphone for your computer to speak into, which is what I'm using now. I have a separate microphone plugged into my computer that's different from my PlayStation one, because if you plug in the microphone into that, it will record your microphone audio, but if you plug in the other one, it will record all your game audio. So I accidentally had this problem yesterday. I was recording background game play for this video, which is Fall Guys, and if I had the audio unmuted, you would hear my voice twice, because I was recording with this microphone and I was recording with my other microphone, and I got no game audio. I didn't really notice that, so yeah, just make sure you have the headset one plugged in. There probably is another splitter online where you can get it to where it has both, but I mean, I already had the microphone anyway to talk into, so it doesn't really bother me. This will take off the buzzing. You will not have the buzzing if you use this. At least I don't have it. So if you're having the static where you like shake your controller and your friends hear static, make sure it's static and it's not buzzing. And your friends shouldn't hear the buzzing. It's just with you. But if it's just the buzzing, make sure to get the noise isolator, or just don't charge your controller while playing. And if you have the static problem, don't get the noise isolator. Like, let's say you have both problems, don't get the noise isolator. This will fix it for you. It'll fix both problems, which I think is really convenient. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I probably know the answer. I have had a lot of problems with the chat link. But if you're having any other problems, it's most likely just a setting. You can probably fix it. Like, let's say you're not getting enough game audio, just turn up your game audio, vice versa. It's just that a lot of other videos on YouTube don't explain this. I had a ton of trouble finding the right solution for this, and I hope this helps out. Like if this helped you out, comment down below if you have any questions, and consider subscribing if you like the content that I do post. This is a different video. I just wanted to cover this because I've had so much trouble with this, and I just don't want anybody else to have as much trouble as I did with this, because it was just so annoying getting everything to work perfectly. If this stops working for me, I will try to update this video. But so far it's been working perfectly fine. Anyway, I hope this helped, and have a great day.